Most guys overlook the one nutrient that powers your muscles, your brain, and your recovery all at once. I'm talking about omega-3s. And if you want peak performance in the gym and in life, you need this in your stack. So what we're discussing today is the benefits of omega-3s, particularly fatty fish and fish oil, high in EPA and DHA, to athletes and those training for sports. And I came across a very interesting study in the journal Nutrients, and it's titled Athletes Can Benefit from Increased Intake of EPA and DHA. Fascinating study here about the impact of omega-3s on training adaptations, such as improved cycling and running economy, enhanced resistance training, induced adaptations, improved brain function, neuroprotective effects, improved cognitive function, improved mood, reduction in fatigue, improved recovery support, maintaining muscle mass after injury, better recovery from high intensity exercise, and a reduction in muscle soreness following exercise. And I just went through the study here and made some highlights on the adaptations to recovery and exercise from EPA and DHA. It says here, the association between exercise-induced muscle damage and EPA and DHA supplementation is fairly well researched. And essentially, in a study of rugby players, the EPA and DHA supplementation reduced fatigue after 20 days and reduced muscle soreness that coincided with an improved jump performance after 35 days, despite the rigors of preseason training. In a 4-week trial, 2.7 grams EPA plus DHA per day significantly reduced muscle soreness and pain compared to placebo. That's pretty legitimate right there. For those of us who are training regularly, who are putting our bodies through the rigors, who are striving to be the best versions of ourselves that we can be, we're going to encounter that muscle soreness. And it says here, unlike muscle soreness, the preservation of power and strength may be dose dependent. For example, with other participants in the study, 4.2 grams, which is almost twice as much as the previous group of EPA and DHA per day for 52 days before and during exercise-induced muscle damage. The highest dosed group experienced the fastest recovery in jump height and strength. It goes on and on and on to talk about the benefits of omega-3s, particularly fatty fish, EPA, and DHA, on the benefits of athletes. For instance, they tested the training adaptation during a 10-week RAT program where EPA-DHA combination was taken 3 times a week at 2.2 grams, and the relative increase of the 1 rep max in the bench press and the relative increase in the 1 rep max in the squat was observed, which suggests that RAT-induced adaptations were found in these participants. Moreover, a 6-week study in resistance-trained men evaluated the influence of 2 grams of EPA and DHA per day compared to placebo on body changes in body composition and muscular strength over a short weight loss program, achieved 40% calorie restriction. And they found that despite the calorie restriction, these participants still found improved strength gains. So there's a lot to be discovered when it comes to the impact of omega-3s, particularly fatty fish and those high in EPA and DHA, and the adaptations for athletes. There's so much here more that we'll be discovering, and it seems to me like, from everything I can tell, the ideal range for consumption of omega-3 oils would be 2 to 5 to 6 grams a day, especially on the higher end if you're a highly trained athlete. So, man, stay tuned, guys. We're going to get into this more as we get into it. I'll be reading more about omega-3s and the impact to athletes and physical fitness and brain health and muscle recovery and everything. So, a lot to be discovered, guys. I'm happy to have you with me, and there'll be more to come.